Hey y'all, if you came out on Sunday and you enjoyed the food, man, I appreciate that. That's what's up. We're doing shrimp etouffee for lunch today, so let's get started. So we already have half a cup of onion, a third a cup of celery, and a third a cup of bell pepper, and a garlic clove, all diced up very fine. I mixed up my Cajun seasoning that I'm using all of these spices. Also got a salt cellar, which is pretty cool. At the stove, our broth is working. You see the shrimp shells, celery, onion, bell pepper, and some garlic in there, and salt. For our etouffee, we need a roux. So we're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter and whisk it with 2 tablespoons of flour. Cook it in the oven. When you're doing a roux, you want to make sure you keep moving and keep whisking while it's on the stove top so no clumps form and it starts to burn. And once you've done enough whisking, this is what you should see, this type of consistency and color. And we're gonna cook this until it turns into an amber color. So what is a roux and what's it for? So it's a mixture of flour, butter, flour, oil, and it's used to thicken sauces and gravies, basically. So the darker you make your roux or the darker you cook it, the less thickening power it's going to have in your dish. So our roux is going to thicken it, but not too much. This is almost to the color that we're looking for. In about 5 more minutes, I'm going to pull it out permanently, and then we'll start finishing up the dish. So we've pulled the roux, but before we're going to add the veggies, I'm going to sweat them by themselves a little bit because I want to make sure they're soft when we finish this. Don't forget your rice in your rice cooker. You can cook without having to watch it, man. It's beautiful. Now these are done sweating, so we're gonna go ahead and add it to the roux, and then we're gonna start cooking them in here. So while you're sweating your veggies with the roux, make sure that your heat is not too high. We've cooked the roux already, and we don't want to overcook it. So I went ahead and whisked in our broth. And now we're gonna bring this to a boil, add our seasonings and some tomatoes and let it stew. And you see we got a soft boil going here, and this is all the tomatoes I'm gonna add. I don't want too much in here. Feel free to add more to your taste though. We've got our tomatoes in here, and this is where you wanna get into your heavy tasting and adjusting. We're gonna let this simmer for about 20-30 minutes. For our shrimp, we're gonna get some quick color on these with some butter, and then we're gonna finish them up in the actual etouffee. All right, so these will go right into the etouffee, and we'll stew those to finish for about 5 minutes.